Hi, everyone, and thanks for joining me on this episode of Val Talks Pets. It's time for another trivia challenge. Are you ready for Dog and Cat Trivia 1.3? Grab your scorecard. Here we go. Hi, everyone, and welcome to Val Talks Pets, the forum for pet parents and enthusiasts alike. Having been in the pet industry for over 10 years now, I am going to share with you issues and questions that arise as I work with pet parents on a day-to-day basis. I am not a veterinarian, but I do have certifications in canine, feline, small animal, fish and herptile, and avian health and nutrition from the University of California, Davis Extension. In terms of vocabulary, how many words do you think a cat can learn or understand? The answer is a bit vague, actually. Apparently, it is not as easy to measure how many words a cat can understand compared to a dog. For example, a cat will know its own name. Because it knows its name, there is no reason not to believe that they don't know the names of other cats or dogs, for that matter, in their household. Some people have been successful teaching a cat to communicate with language buttons by using food or some kind of rewards for picking the correct button to the item. I think if you are a cat parent, you will know some of the words your cat knows. My Rory knows his name, probably Tundra's name. He knows treats. He knows go outside. He definitely knows no, get down, stop that. He also knows alley-oop. I know that obviously has a backstory. So, as PetMD.com says, between 10 and 15 cue words is possible. And I'm thinking that's probably what Rory knows. PetMD says that some of the common words a cat can learn are play, catnip, treat, water, walk, and off. I think most cats know that one. PetMD also suggests avoiding negative words like no or stop and substituting words like off or down. But I think scratching the furniture is a hard no. And just a little interjection here. Remember, never use a spray bottle of water to stop your cat from doing a certain behavior. That's a pretty antiquated practice and just makes the cat afraid of you. Okay, dogs. How many words can a dog understand or learn? Ready for the answer? According to PetMD.com, a 2022 study of 165 adult dogs found that, according to their pet parents, dogs know an average of 89 words. But the range varied from as few as 15 words to as many as 215 words. The study revealed that amongst the words and phrases a dog knew, they included off, fetch, shake, and go get your whatever. Plus items like collar, ball, crate, and vacuum. They also knew peanut butter, carrot, dinner, and treat, plus other foods. Basically, dogs can have a level of word understanding equivalent to a 2-year-old. I was thinking about this as I read it, and I guess that's quite true with many of the words. For sure, Tundra knows his name, and he knows dinner, sit, paw, down, come, out, treats, put your toys to bed, etc. It's rather interesting to start adding up all the words and phrases your pets actually know. Where does your pet fall within the word knowledge? Cats, it is somewhere between 10 to 15, and dogs is anywhere between 15 to 215 words and phrases. Next question. How many hours a day do you think your cat sleeps? I think we all know that cats sleep a lot. The answer is that cats will sleep an average of 12 to 16 hours a day. That is a lot of sleep. Now, how many hours a day do dogs sleep? Age and breed can be a factor to sleep hours as well as activity level. But the answer is a dog will average 12 to 14 hours per day. That's actually not that far behind cats. According to Pet MD, certain breeds will sleep more or less than others. Working dogs, like retrievers, for example, will tend to sleep less as they are hardwired to work. Bigger breeds and lapdog breeds tend to sleep more. There are lots of reasons for prolonged sleep with dogs. So if you feel there are any concerns, a trip to the vet can't go remiss. Next question. Can cats taste sweet flavors? The answer is no. Pet MD states, researchers have discovered that cats, seemingly alone among the mammal groups, lack some of the proteins needed to create the gene that helps the body taste sweets. The taste bud in humans that's designated to identify sweet taste is normally made up of 2 separate proteins, and cats only have one of these. When a cat eats something sweet, they do taste something, but it just isn't what we think of as sweet. So a marshmallow may taste like a potato to cats, for example. Cats actually have only 500 taste buds. If your cat likes to lick ice cream or yogurt, they are actually more attracted to the fat than the sweet. This all makes sense considering they are carnivores with a system that is designed to process meat. Cats, as Pet MD points out, can't process carbohydrates very well, and most sweets are made of carbs, so their bodies protect them from this. Okay, now, can dogs taste sweet? The answer is yes, they can. Dogs have about 1,700 taste buds. As stated, cats are around 500. Now, humans are approximately 9,000. According to Pet MD, sweet flavors are especially preferred by dogs, which likely stems from their ancestral diet, including wild fruits and vegetables. Now, this is a serious question. What are the top 5 most toxic things to a dog? Here we go. See if you identified any of these items. Xylitol. Xylitol is a sugar substitute and is also marketed under the name sugar birch. The danger with xylitol is that it can be in gum, candy, and some peanut butters. It's so easy for a dog to dig into a purse or cupboard and take out candy and consume it. If it contains xylitol, you're in trouble. This toxic substance can cause a dog's blood sugar to drop rapidly and lead to liver failure. Chocolate. Now, most pet parents know about chocolate. Chocolate contains theobromine and caffeine. These are substances a dog cannot metabolize and can lead to seizures, tremors, and heart problems. Grapes and raisins. These are bad. Even a small amount can cause kidney damage and failure in dogs. Onions, garlic, chives, and leeks. These onion family or alliums can damage a dog's red blood cells, leading to a type of anemia. And last is alcohol. Alcohol depresses the central nervous system and can cause severe dehydration and other serious problems. I've dealt with the toxicity of alcohol before, and this is why it is really important to make sure no one at a party or get-together thinks it is fun to give beer or any alcohol to a dog. So how did you do? Did you get any of the top 5? Well, it's time to turn to cats. What is the top 5 toxic items to cats? Here we go. Lilies. Yes, the flower. The pollen and leaves and the entire lily plant is toxic to cats. Eating any part of a lily can cause a cat to have rapid kidney failure. Human medications. The top human meds that are toxic to cats are ibuprofen and NSAIDs. That's non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. Cats are quite sensitive to these drugs and can suffer from severe organ damage, gastrointestinal bleeding, or even seizures. Chocolate. Chocolate is toxic to cats for the same reason as it is to dogs. Vomiting, diarrhea, elevated heart rate, and tremors can be experienced if ingested. Onions, garlic, and other allium vegetables. The same sulfur compounds in these items are toxic to dogs can also damage a cat's red blood cells. Antifreeze and household cleaners. Antifreeze is sweet to the taste, but a cat would not taste this. The ethyl glycol is highly toxic. And I should add here that it is the sweet taste that can actually attract dogs to antifreeze with severe results. How did you do on the toxic substance for cats? Did you get any answers correct? Okay, on to the next one. A little lighter here. Here we go. Do cats fart? Well, the answer is yes, they do. The reason we don't think about cats farting much is because most cat farts are silent and don't necessarily have an odor. According to the vets.com, passing a small amount of gas every day and now and then is perfectly natural. But if it is excessive, then this could indicate a problem. Do dogs fart? Well, I think every dog parent will be giving a resounding yes, they do. All of us have experienced a room-clearing fart from their dog. Dogs fart for the same reason humans do, excessive gas. Sometimes a dog has simply gulped too much air. Brachycephalic breeds, dogs with pushed-in faces, can suffer from this as they snort for air through their noses that are, well, essentially squashed. Owners of pugs and bulldogs will often complain how farty their dogs are. The biggest issue with dog farts is usually an intolerance of some food they are eating. We avoid chicken with Tundra because he will gas you out of the room. If the dog is not digesting the food, then it will basically ferment in the gut, and then the farts come and the foul odor. If a dog is having gut trouble, it is important to try a process of elimination, pun not intended, to figure out what is triggering the gut upset. A good probiotic is also a good idea. Now look for at least 9 strains in the probiotic, and the CFUs, the colony-forming units, should be off the charts. 1 billion is actually not enough. That's quite moderate. 3 billion is more what you are looking for. Okay, last question. Why do dogs smell each other's bums? Is it just to find out the gender of the other dog? The answer is no. According to the rover.com, dogs can learn a lot about another dog through sniffing. Gender is one of them, but they can also learn about the other dog's health status, their diet, age, even mood. Yes, it is a greeting, but it's a rapid way for a dog to get to know the other dog. Do cats smell bums? Well, yes, they do. Very similar to dogs, they can gain a lot of information about another cat by smelling their bum. According to vcahospitals.com, they can learn if the other cat is aggressive, feeling ill, and because the odor is unique to every cat and serves as a form of identification, two cats can quickly determine if they have met before. Now, cats, however, do have another form of learning about each other, and that is through headbutting. This physical greeting releases pheromones from glands in the face. These pheromones tell a lot about a cat, so a cat's sense of smell serves as a form of chemical communication. Now, our cat Rory headbutts Tundra all the time. Apparently, this is a sign of affection, to share a combined group scent, creating a sense of familiarity and security within their social group. Aw, Rory loves Tundra. Well, we've completed another quiz. How did you do overall? I hope you did well and also picked up a tidbit or two. It's always fun to see what our knowledge is when it comes to our pets. And of course, if you need to look further into any of these topics, do a little research and have some fun because, as I say, knowing is caring. Thank you for listening to Val Talks Pets. Please remember to follow or subscribe to ensure that you never miss an episode. To really help the show and to make it easier for others to find, please rate and review each episode that you find interesting and helpful. And don't forget that you can also email me at val@valtalkspets.com with topics you would like me to address or with any questions you may have. Also, check out my website at valtalkspets.com and let me know what you think and how we can improve upon it. Thanks for caring.